Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chef's Meal, where we talk about whatever and never and everything else in between. All right. Are you ready? Let's get into it.
I am ready.
Let's get the intro going. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chef's Meal. My name is Casey.
My name is Sean, and we're two chefs talking about our lives, one finished plate at a time.
We talk about whatever and ever
and everything in between.
Sean, it is a beautiful Thursday. A little rainy today, actually. September 10th.
I was gonna say it's beautiful for you. It's raining like crazy out here.
So it's still kind of raining. It's still raining. It was raining most of the morning, actually, and it stopped for maybe a couple hours, and it picked up again. And then when I was at the restaurant, it started to pour around 6. So we're like, so I actually got off early today. We were done by 7:30.
I was just about to say, that should definitely affect business for you.
Yeah. Got into it. However, like I mentioned, this Monday, 25% capacity is live in New Jersey, so we can actually have people inside. However, they need to have masks, and they need to follow those strict rules quite a bit. And it was pretty good. So, I went downstairs, make sure we checked on everybody else. They are wearing masks. If you were to go to either the restroom, then obviously you need to have it, and then you go do your business. But if you're sitting at your table, you're fine, nothing too crazy. All our staff had it, so it was good all around. I'm just waiting. Chef was saying that maybe in a couple of weeks they'll open the other dining room directly in front of the kitchen, so that might be a different section. But for the time being, we were hosting them downstairs, what they call in a card room. The other restaurant downstairs that houses the restaurant. So nothing too crazy. However, Sean, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I am doing all right, man. Earlier today we had an electrician come by and do some much needed repairs around here. Fix some light switches, install some lighting fixtures in the ceiling. Upgrade some of those outlets, kind of leading back to that lightning storm that, we suffered here a few weeks ago. I'm just like, all right, now we got to get this stuff up and ready to code.
Those plugs?
And the cool thing was, or rather, I don't know if it's cool, but it's good that the dude came out because there was some wiring in the wall that was like really, really bad. Like it like crystallized. Yep. So, they literally got to come back and, pull that wiring out and redo it. Otherwise, could have made for a very, very bad situation. I mean, we weren't using those outlets, that particular outlet anyway, but yeah, it's a good thing the dude came out, and we'll be back soon to finish up the work.
Nice. It's I believe, I forget what the code is, but when I was working as a general contractor, it was every 4 years. I believe, if anybody else knows the correct answer, I don't know what the code is right now. Every 4 years, actually, you want to have somebody to check your lines and stuff, or electrician shake, make sure everything is up to code and all that goodness. But if you are just a home proprietor, that's a different. You can omit it if you want to. 'Cause
hey man,
you own the house,
right? You want to play those games, but it's probably best to have someone come and check things out.
It's all fun and games, so somebody burns down a building. That's what happens, Sean.
We don't want that, but yeah, that's a real possibility.
Let's talk about this gender reveal, Sean. Did you hear about this? The whole California
I
thing?
did, man. Shout out to California
Can I just ask you why?
And orange Martian skies and fog clouds that blow from the West Coast all the way to Chicago.
Okay, Sean, this is a question for you, right?
Yeah.
Imagine it's 110 degrees outside. You are in a grassy field. Everything is brown. You're there to enjoy your gender reveal to set off fireworks. Is that a good idea? Let's just go with that.
I'm gonna say no.
Right?
I'm gonna say no.
That's not a good idea. Why do you think they went out with this? Obviously we can keep on tuning it down.
I think it's a war of escalation when it comes to gender reveals and the like. Like people just feel that they got to do more, and they end up doing the most.
It's like one upping somebody, right? Pretty much. It's like, oh, you
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
man. I
We're gonna
mean,
do
you open
this.
up your phone and you're just like, oh my God, like, I gotta get fireworks. How are people gonna know what kind of baby I got? I look, someone who
Hey.
just, had a baby, I can't imagine dealing with that level of pressure. But I'll tell you, if we have like another kid, we're definitely not gonna be getting a barge of fireworks to let the world know.
I don't understand people sometimes. Maybe they were if we let's play a little devil's advocate. What if they were so sick of just being inside, they needed an outside event to do something to get off the little cabin fever, let's say. And for them, it was doing this whole spectacular, but it ended up, they can get prosecuted for this. Did you know this? I read some of
Oh yeah, man.
the in law.
Look. Considering this would be like the worst case scenario, was like you just wanted to tell the world about the initial gender of your baby, and you could end up in jail. You gotta just be smart about it, man. I'm sure that there was probably a shorter line for like blue or purple cupcakes than trying to arrange fireworks. I can't even imagine.
I don't know. Well, our hearts do go out to everybody out in California and Oregon, or every state that's having. They have a drought season right now. This is dry
Yeah,
season
yeah. I mean, this
out
is
west.
that is their thing. Like everywhere deals with something, and the West Coast, and specifically, yeah, the California area, man, they deal with dry seasons. Unfortunate, like they had to deal with some lightning issues as well. But dude, you don't want to be dropping a match or adding to the naturally
Adding to the
occurring
flame.
nonsense that's happening.
Yeah, just don't do it. People just think. What do we say in construction? Measure twice, cut once, kind of a thing, right?
Hey, hey,
Just rethink your thoughts. Okay, take another step back.
sometimes look, it might be tacky, but just send some glitter text in a Facebook post.
That's
They
all you
gonna find
need.
out the same way. Like you're gonna find out the same way.
That's all you, Sean. That deserves an applause right there. It should just be. I don't know. Let's just cut a cake or something. I'd
Yeah,
be
I
okay with that.
mean,
Or
look,
I don't
of
know,
all the
throw
years,
balloons at each other
2020
or
was the
something.
year where like you could scale things down and everyone's gonna be all right. They're like, dog, I couldn't do the fireworks,
2020.
man. Corona.
By the end of this year, I'm gonna pull up. I think somebody already has a list for like what happened in 2020. So it's gonna be like just ABC starting from January all the way to December. But Sean, are you ready for some Tech Tuesday? There's actually
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
want to
man.
lead in with one before you do start. But let's get the
Okay.
sound bite all together. Some cool things happening with the Nvidia cards all together.
Sean Stack Tuesday.
Oh,
Sean Stack Tuesday.
Sean Sec Tuesday on a delicious Thursday,
On a
September
Thursday.
10th. I do want to lead in, Sean, real quick. So you and I have NVIDIA cards currently, and
Correct.
there's this thing that we use called the RTX voice.
Using
Would
it right
you-
now.
Yeah, would
Can't
you
hear the
care
baby in the
to
back,
share-
right?
Yeah, you can't hear the baby in the back. So what happens with the signal? They've worked with a lot of microphones and a lot of noises. So whatever the most common noise, like right now, I have a fan blowing right into this mic. You can't hear it. Maybe if you really pay attention, maybe my voice will go through. But other than that, you're not gonna hear it altogether. They will be releasing their own streaming service soon. I don't know if you knew this. So
I saw.
Yeah, just like OBS. So they will launch everything from their end as if it were its own OBS system. Meaning, if you wanted to do the background blur, you don't need a green screen anymore. They will handle all that. Just by yourself over here, boom, you have a green screen. Or if you wanted the technology currently right now, if somebody's mic is a little noisy, or there's background noise, or there's really clattery keyboard, I can actually silence that for you on my end without having to do any of that fixing. So some new things coming out on their end. But Sean, take it away. Not too crazy. Sean's Tech Tuesday on a Thursday.
Yeah, on a Thursday. The biggest news of this week, and I feel like we talk about a lot of video games, but honestly, look, man,
Video
video
game
games
centric,
are
baby.
entertainment, and entertainment rules the world. So, a lot of tech is going to be a lot about video games. But this week in particular, Microsoft finally, let the world know about the pricing and the availability of their new Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X consoles. So they're
Price.
both going to be releasing on November 10th this year. And
Let's bring
hey,
some
man,
screen.
$2.99 gets you in the game for the Xbox Series S. Both of these
Right.
consoles are coming on the new Zen 3 platform from AMD. So that's going to get you high definition graphics. The Xbox Series S will support up to 1440p at 120 hertz. The Xbox Series X will get you up to 4K at 120 hertz. Both with ray tracing. The Xbox Series X also gets you a little bit more storage. 1 terabyte of SSD as opposed to the 512 in the Series S.
That's a lot.
As well as a UHD 4K Blu-ray drive. So I see you're looking at the
Blu-ray.
pictures there. What do you happen to think of the look of the two consoles?
I really dig the upright model. Like the just a square box is simple. It's nothing too crazy. I dig it, but again, for me, I'm not gonna need the little Blu-ray player. So it's kind of, I wish they would release one without it. Because I
Yeah,
don't think moving forward, I don't want to buy discs anymore. Like I'm fine. Like,
sure.
I'm cool. Just the console itself. Get rid of that. Maybe I don't know. X out another $60 on their end. I'd be completely happy with just the performance and stuff because this is literally a mini PC. That's what
Yeah,
it's touting to do.
pretty much. I mean, that's where they are right now. And what's interesting about these consoles in particular is, I mean, in addition for you to just be able to walk into a store or order from Amazon or Best Buy or a retailer like that, they also going to have 2-year payment plans directly through Microsoft.
Yeah, right.
And so for the Series S, that'll start at $24.99. If your credit is good, and what that $24.99 will get you over 24 months is the console, plus a subscription to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And I've been talking about Game Pass for the last couple of months. I think that is the best deal
It
in
really is.
gaming. Game Pass Ultimate gets you a library of games very similar to like how Netflix works, where they kind of rotate in some really high quality titles. And if you're an Ultimate subscriber, you can use that subscription and get access on your Xbox,
Yeah.
on your PC, and with their game streaming platform that'll be rolling out soon on like your Android device and hopefully iOS device in the future. And if you want the more expensive box, that's going to be starting at $34.99, provided that you have good credit. I
The
mean,
credit.
look, like honestly, it's not a bad way to get into the game. You kind of, I almost want to say, like, if you're gonna buy it through their monthly plan, you pretty much save a few dollars over the course of two
You really
years
do.
if you were going to, get the console and the Game Pass service, as well.
I mean, $34.99 is cheaper than buying 3 games all at once in that same month. If you think about it.
Yeah.
So
So Lou
it's
just asked in the chat, does that also include Xbox Live? Yes. If you're gonna get Game Pass Ultimate, it does come with the Xbox Live subscription, and you still get all the same benefits. You get the free games every month that you get to keep, as well as access to the rotating games that come in through Game Pass. As well, and I feel like I'm doing a commercial, but I just really, really love it. You also
it's great.
get a discount on the games that are on Game Pass. So, like perfect example, Devil May Cry, right? So it's been up on Game Pass, and you can play it, and you could definitely beat it. But if you wanted to keep it as it's about to get cycled out, you get a 20% discount on the title.
Yep.
So it's not bad. And honestly, I mean, if you're looking at that Xbox Series S, you definitely should get Game Pass because it doesn't have a disc drive.
Yep.
So you're already going to be in the process of, downloading your titles, streaming them through the game streaming, Xbox game streaming. And also they kind of just announced that they're also going to bundle in EA Play. And that gives you access to Electronic Arts back catalog of games. Mm-hmm. And dude, I had EA Play for a while, and it's great because, if you're not in the habit of buying everything when it comes out brand new, you have access to all their stuff for a little bit of money. It was like $30 a year, but they're throwing that in free. So, hey, man.
That's the way to go, in my opinion.
It is the way to go. And I would still say to everyone, hey, if you're not going to physically buy an Xbox, but you have a Windows PC that's capable of playing games, you should have a Game Pass subscription. I'm going to have to gift Casey one because he never says he has it. I'm just going to have to send you a card or something, man, because it's the best deal in gaming.
It really is. I'm waiting for Fable. That's like the one title that I'm really waiting for. Maybe I'll check out the new Halo or something. But Fable,
even then, if you should happen just to be interested at the time, I mean, I feel like $5 you can try it for a month, or usually they have they've been running it like $1 for the first 3 months, so you can try it and see how it works. I mean, it's gonna work great on your machine because your PC is a little bit better than mine, and things run great here. But yeah, man, that's
hell yeah.
That was like the big story in tech this week. Aside from that, BlackBerry's planning a comeback.
Really, are they?
Yeah. So I mean, BlackBerry obviously is not a phone platform and a product that's been as popular as has been in years past. Before, like, BlackBerry was a hardware platform and a software platform, and with the proliferation of Android devices, the BlackBerry brand was used to power some Android phones, and that obviously didn't work so great for them, but they're looking to make a comeback. So the company's been sold a few times. The latest owners were TCL, and another firm has just picked up the BlackBerry brand to bring it back. So I'm curious to see what a new BlackBerry phone looks like in 2021. I mean, I would assume it's going to have elements of the old interface in addition to maybe like a physical keyboard. Did you like
the keyboard when it had it? Like, I love it.
Look, I never had a BlackBerry, but I had a Palm Pilot, like a Palm Trio way back when.
Same thing.
And, I mean, it was cool to have, at the time, a physical keyboard to type things out,
Nowadays,
so I'm just curious. It's like, how do you differ? I mean, if you're gonna bring out a product with the BlackBerry name, it's like you need to capitalize on some of the things that made the platform and the product popular in the past. I mean, Motorola just introduced Razr phones, and even though they're Android devices, they still have like the same look and aesthetic of the old phones. Clamshell design. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, bringing back the BlackBerry brand. I mean, I don't think it's gonna get me to step away from Apple and iPhone, but it'd be interesting. And then last up for you guys, and this is kind of like a warning.
Warning.
So dozens of Amazon Basics products could pose a safety risk.
Wow.
And yeah. According to a lengthy investigation, at least 70 Amazon Basics products have been associated with fires and other safety issues. The reason why that stands out to me is because, like, look, especially right now with Corona, being what it is, I think a lot of people with some disposable income that are going to shop are still going to be shopping online. And if you're shopping online, you're probably shopping on Amazon. And the way that
Wow.
Amazon's algorithms work, they're going to put Amazon Basics products in front of you. They're going to suggest them. And even though I definitely have some Amazon Basics gear, like wiring and such, I would definitely say before you click, to buy, definitely, do a little Google search and check those reviews on the site to make sure that you're, not saving money on something that's going to burn your house down.
I mean, this one is a USB cable that burned down his chair. This was the
Yeah.
story from a week ago. Yeah, from a USB cord. So just double check what you're purchasing. But Amazon is out for us, Sean.
Yeah, man, it's like it's hard. It's hard to get away from, their grasp on the American and the world economy. Hey, man, do some homework.
Like,
Do some homework before you,
Jeff
be an
Bezos can
informed
just
consumer. It's so
can
easy
just
to click,
shell out $1,000.
click and
That's all
buy,
about it.
but dude, do your homework.
just do your homework. All right, nothing too crazy. Is that good for the Tech Tuesday?
Yeah. That's what I got for you guys this week.
Wow, it's gonna be a good year, I think, for tech for a lot of good reasons. But nothing too crazy though. Shout out to our promo for our sponsor for this video, none other. Sean, are you into hats, Sean?
Hey, man, I
How about
happen to
some
be into
stickers?
hats. I'm
How about
also
some
into
t-shirts?
stickers. T-shirts.
Look no further.
I've been known to wear a few.
Look no further than porkandwine.myshopify.com.
Hey.
This is our merch store. You can get some food inspired clothing, but more specifically, just to pay for some bills. Nothing too crazy, right? But other than that, though, make sure you do check it out. Again, pork and wine, myshopify.com. But Sean, are we ready for some Monshushu news? The greatest.
Hey, man, I need it.
The greatest food channel in all of podcast history.
I'm sure the guys over at Pack Your Knives will have something to say
They're
about
just
that.
like, oh, talk about knives, Sean. Hold on, check it out. So,
Snap.
as you know, we have purposes for every knife in the kitchen, right? A paring knife will get you to do the minuscule things that are pretty tiny in your hand. It's pretty efficient. I have a cleaver that I bring to our work, all purpose pretty much, but it's like a 7-inch one, so it's not long enough to do slicing methods. So if I were like to fillet a fish, it's not efficient for it. So, and my other knife is kind of out of commission. I threw it away because one, it's dinged out. Two, it was just old. It was time to let go. The tang used to be this thick, and then it turned to be this thick after using it so well. I was like, you know what? I think it's time. It's okay. You did me service, and it was only $30. However, I needed a new knife. So Sean, cue in the new, or should I just say
Oh,
full
snap.
full tang.
Wow,
10-incher.
that knife is anime as fuck, man.
Isn't it crazy? So it doesn't look too crazy. This is only a $40 knife, but I went with a carbon steel one, stainless steel, and it had to be 10 inches. Why? Because for a slicing motion, you want the knife to be as long as possible or comfortable in your hand to do the one stroke method. Because if you're hacking it, you're just damaging the protein or whatever, the veggie.
Sure.
You're doing. So just one slice will get it to do. But this one, I think, should suffice. I went with a Japanese style because one, I really love the tang on it and the handle. It's like an octagon and it fits really well. And in terms of balance, it's not. It's okay. It's like right there, like off center, like it'll balance. But I think it will do the job altogether. I can't get anything any acidity, any acids on it because it will corrode it a little faster. So I just got to be careful. Not too crazy. I can't have it in sitting water. I got to take care of it. But like I mentioned, here is what we have for you for food news this week, ladies and gentlemen. Costco is selling an apple crumb cheesecake made by the famous New York City bakery, Junior's. Sean, you know how much I love Junior's. You actually gifted
Man,
me
you know how much
Junior's.
I love Junior's
I know, bro. Oh my god.
cheesecakes and foods, despite the fact that I can't really eat cheesecake. But shout out to Junior's.
Shout out to Junior's. I think Junior's has the best cheesecake. Period.
Oh yeah, definitely went
it's
over there a few weeks ago
so
to
good,
get
man.
V some cheesecake. Got her the regular slice, got the red velvet cheesecake.
Ooh, the red velvet is nice. I remember having a red velvet. My actually favorite is the apple crumb. So Junior's is partnering with Costco, and they're kind of shelling out for shelves. I wonder how it tastes like. I'm actually gonna go out to Costco and pick up one. I'll let you know how it is. But how do you feel about this? Do
I'm
you
with
think it
I'm
will
with
live
man.
up?
If
to
it's a way
Junior's
for
standard?
people who don't live in the New York, New Jersey area to get to a Junior's, especially with the way travel and the world is right now, man. If it means that you could pick it up at your local Costco and
Why not?
get a damn near close experience, man, I'm for it.
I'm for it. Junior's has been there for since 1950s, so they've been going at it for almost 7 years. And this cheesecake will cost you just about $16. I'm all for it. 3-pound cheesecake,
Yeah.
pretty regular.
That's not
17
bad.
bucks.
I mean, like a slice. I
Happy
feel like
day.
I bought like a slice of cake, and it was like $8 or $9. So all
So
things considered, not
pretty
bad.
good. This is pretty good. Let's go ahead. Eggo is releasing pumpkin pie and gingerbread pancakes for the holidays. If you guys are not aware, it is pumpkin spice everything right now. It's still going strong. Maybe another week, and then it will start to die down. It just depends on when Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks kind of just like a little lower. So expect it to go down soon. But Eggo, gingerbread cookie and pumpkin pie pancakes. Sean, are you an Eggo eater?
All right, so I am typically not, but the baby likes Eggos.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like it was one of the first few things. We're just like, all right, will you eat this? She'll eat
she
it.
was like, yes.
I mean, not necessarily all the time, but she does like Eggos. So I like Eggos by proxy. If she doesn't finish her Eggo, then I will
Got it.
take like
And
the
then
last
you'll
piece.
eat it.
But I have a question for you on the packaging, because the packaging always stands out to me. Is that gingerbread man a cannibal?
Oh snap! I didn't even think about it. Yes, actually, yeah. He eats his own thing. Wow, way to go, Eggo.
He
Way to
looks
go.
too happy to be
little
sending
too happy.
his
He's like his
gingerbread
own-
cookie brethren off to the slaughter. He's like, I knew it
It's like,
was-"
yes, have a piece of me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely cannibal. You can rent the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile for your proposal proving love isn't dead, Sean. We've seen these little trucks everywhere. When I went down to Louisiana with Caitlin, we saw an Oscar Mayer truck outside one of the restaurants. We're just like, oh, a little weird, but okay. Now you can propose in front of it. If you want to, you can rent it out. Sean, how do you feel about this?
All right, so I understand that the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is a piece of Americana that everyone should experience at some point in their life. But I feel like
you
it's
propose?
something that should find you during your normal life
Oh,
rather than
okay,
you
okay.
intentionally
find
going
it.
to find it. Like I feel like you could ultimately be disappointed by finding it as opposed to it finding you.
Okay, you know what? That makes a lot of difference. That makes a lot of sense.
You know
Definitely
what I'm
makes sense.
saying? It's like you're just going on
I do
about your
actually.
business. You're
Yeah,
just
and
like,
all of a sudden,
sh-
oh my god,
hot
It's the
dog
Wienermobile.
mobile. As opposed to let's gas up the car, go to the hot dog mobile.
got it. So it's more like a privilege if you do were to find it and be like, oh my god, yes, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Then you
Exactly.
were to just, got it. Okay, so that's a no. But you could definitely. You could definitely rent it out if you want to.
And I'm definitely not getting proposed or proposing to anyone in front of a hot dog truck. That's weird.
I think V would kill you. And she's like, "Are you serious?" I could picture her right now. Walmart is selling Fireball Holiday Nog, and it's actually making us look forward to it. Sean, the winter The winter is coming soon. Okay,
It's coming.
it's hey, after September is October. I mean, literally, the only other thing that's coming here is the autumn equinox, the 22nd, and then Halloween. So everything is gearing for Halloween in the next 2 weeks, and then after that, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. It's gonna go quick. So right now, Walmart's kind of preemptive with their Fireball. Sean, have you ever drank Fireball? I've never had Fireball actually.
I have not, but I am confused again. Like I always, since you pick out these things, I'm always like really interested in the packaging. So Fireball is
I mean,
a
this is what it looks like, a
whiskey,
Fireball.
right?
Yeah.
But they're selling non-alcoholic fire.
I guess it's just the taste of it. I have no idea. If you're somebody that likes Fireball, I guess this would be for you for the holidays, and just add an actual Fireball in it. I don't know. I don't know. What
From
it
the
is.
chat, Lou says Fireball is the devil.
I mean,
I'm gonna take your word for that, man.
Go, Lou. Let's keep going. Wendy's is giving out free bacon pub fries this month when you order through the app. I knew about this. My coworker was like, "Yo, did you know you can get a free pub fry from Wendy's?" We're like, "What? Huh?" It's like, "Yeah, I eat a lot of Wendy's." He condones Wendy's really a lot. He always comes in with a Wendy's hamburger. I'm like, "You really like Wendy's?" He's like, "Homie, it's like a block away from my house. Plus, it's $2. You can't beat it." Like, you know what? That's true. Wendy's right now is giving out the free bacon pub fries when you order through the app. Does this look like pub fries to you? This hurts my feelings.
It looks like the frozen dinner equivalent of pub fries.
Okay, because like when I think of pub fries, it has to be like steak fries with like a rosemary twig on it. Because, we sassy.
Like if you were on a cross country flight and the stewardess were to offer you pub fries, I would assume this is what would arrive at your tray.
Yeah, this is what you're picturing to come.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's just. I mean, yeah.
Okay, next question. If you're at Wendy's or at McDonald's, actually you could do this also. Do you eat your fries with a Frosty? I actually do. When I used to.
I used to.
You do a
I have
little
not
milkshake?
Frosty McFlurried in a very very long time. I might have to rectify that.
It's only
Might have to
$2.89,
rectify
Sean. $2.89 for this. Pass. That's a pass for me. Not too crazy. Captain Morgan's new sliced apple spiced rum will keep you warm. That's a tongue twister kind of.
Sliced
apple
spice.
spiced rum. Captain Morgan originated for the rum and coke. This is the dude that kind of get that whole feel for it, but this one an apple version. Sean, are you a Captain Morgan fan?
I am a fan of the Captain Morgan brand.
Only
That
$16
dude's
for
got
this.
a confident leg up on the competition, and that's to be respected, man.
I applaud your use of puns. I get it. It's just I don't know. If you're browsing through the store and you happen to find this, would you buy it?
Yeah. If I was having a party, I would.
Yeah?
Just to just to have some a different taste for some people. Sure.
Okay. Only $16, by the way.
Hey,
Shout out to Apple, to Captain Morgan. ChickfilA is now adding a mocha cream, cold brew, and brownies to its menus this month. So ChickfilA does this it's the same way that we do in our restaurant where we do like a quarterly kind of event. They add something unique to it, and this one would be the mocha cream, cold brew, and brownies. How do you? So we eat Chick-fil-A quite a bit. We haven't gone in like a month and a half. If you were at Chick-fil-A, would you partake in this, Sean?
I don't
It looks good.
think so.
No?
Because like I don't go to Chick-fil-A often enough that I would want to vary up my order, if that makes any sense, right?
I
Like
do,
if I'm
yeah.
going, I'm just like, all right, look, we're doing these chicken sandwiches, throw some Polynesian sauce in there, give me a lemonade, and let's go.
Call it a day.
But if I were to go enough that I would, play that out, maybe. I mean,
Okay.
brownies are good. I could pass
But
on their
it's-
mocha thing though, but Brownie
September
looks interesting.
14th. September 14th, the Chick-fil-A will be releasing these two flavors. So head on out to your nearby Chick-fil-A. Pringles has brought back its Pickle Rick chips and launched two new Rick and Morty flavors. I'm all for this. I actually remember this one, the Pickle Rick. It's kind of like a soury tart Pringle,
Okay.
which I completely dig. Sean, would you? I mean, I would buy it just for packaging alone, especially the Mr.
Mr.
Mises.
Mises. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with it.
How much
Cheddar
is it,
and
do
sour
they
cream.
say?
Interesting, Mr. Mises.
Yeah, cheddar and sour cream. It doesn't have a. Well, I'm assuming it's Pringles, so it's like $5 for this,
Yeah,
right?
probably.
It's like, is that pretty much like the price for it, right? A couple more. Trader Joe's finally releases 2020 pumpkin products, and we want them all. Now, Trader Joe, they're also one of the purveyors of the pumpkins. They have their own little flow though, so they will actually get these out and quick, and then stop it altogether really fast. So when it's there, cool. If it's not there, too bad. So right now, as a Trader Joe's as well as pumpkin flavored fall products. So if you are there right now, go ahead and get some spicy pumpkin curry simmer sauce. That's kind of a mouthful for $2.99. That's okay, right?
Okay.
The pumpkin
Okay.
empanadas, we've had this. It's don't. Just don't.
Okay. Yeah, I was.
Pumpkin bisque. I don't like this as much as their regular pumpkin soup, the one that comes in like a quart container, like the carton box. That tastes better than this, actually, in my opinion. Number 4, a pumpkin spice protein smoothie. I don't know. That's a little taking it too much, though. I don't know if I would. 11 grams of protein, though. For all you protein people. Pumpkin bread and pumpkin spice batons. Pumpkin bread. Sean. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Pumpkin chips. Hold the cone pumpkin ginger ice cream. Oh, that's kind of cute if it's like that. Oh, they're little like eight mini cones in it. Okay. Couple more pumpkin cheesecake, etc. Make sure I'll link the link below so you can kind of see it. However, the most important news of the day, Sean, this got me excited. My wife was really excited. We had a
Okay.
whole moment. Sean, if you haven't already watched, The Great British Bake Off is an amazing show on Netflix.
wow.
Amazing.
I'm aware.
Amazing. But they're coming back with a new season later this month. This is like the biggest news. I'm all for it. I love these 4 people. There's something about them going through the hardships of baking outside with the accent that I'm really fond of for some reason. I'm just like, yes, I feel you. It's just the way to get frustrated with an accent, with that English accent, it's like it's like a proper getting frustrated. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really, it's really soothing.
Yeah, it's novel, man. I wonder if anyone else has an appreciation for the American accent like Americans have for
I don't think so,
British
man.
English.
I don't think so. Our English is a little messed up to begin with. But season 11 of the show will premiere September 22nd, Tuesday, 8 p.m. on the UK channel 4. So maybe, I don't know, give it another week. Netflix should have this picked up by us so we can find it. But again, The Great British Bake Off, amazing show altogether. But that's it. Nothing too crazy. Sean, I was in a podcast earlier this week with 2 of the owners from California about their coconut vodka. Sean, when I say this is smooth, it was pretty dangerous. It felt like Tito's, but without the bite, and it was just like a slight hum of coconut, and I was just
How
like,
much
wow.
did they send you?
They sent me a whole bottle, which is awesome.
Oh, nicey nice.
So shout out to Papu J's, and we actually got to talk some, because they're Filipinos also, so I felt like I had a connection. We were bantering back and forth on our cuisines and how their drink can kind of capitalize on some of the culture. And I actually did not know this. They taught me this. Apparently, in my country, we've been making this for over 500 years.
Wow.
So that's actually in the same likeness as the Scotch is, like when they made Scotch from almost 400 years ago. So it goes back almost the same amount of time. So hey, shout out to your culture. You learn something new every day, and I think that's the best part of it. Sean, let's give him a your word of the day. I haven't had to play that little snippet in so long because it hasn't worked.
All right.
Sean, hit him out. Hit him out.
So this week's word of the day is actually going to be a retraction for my word of the day last week. Look, man, last week I was talking some nonsense. I was
Sean
salty.
was salty last week. Sean was salty.
I was talking about how it's okay to be washed. It's not okay to be washed. It's not. You got to wash up, get ready, and get back out there.
There you go.
And that's my word of the week.
Sean, I actually, was it 2 days ago? Tuesday, I went to the basketball course actually, and I found a court that was nearby one of my buddy's house that was open, and I was shooting some shots. Now, I lost track at the 300 mark, like a 300 shots, but I believe I made almost half of them in, which is pretty good on like perimeter, but I just couldn't. So the muscle memory is still there. But when I release the ball, something feels off. So my arm, like the elbow, for some reason either goes this way or that way a little too much, and I release it weird with my fingertips, and I'm just like, I'm trying to recall the sensation. It's not coming through. So what I ended up doing is, if I'm closer, maybe like, I don't know, 8 feet from perimeter, I'll do a quick release, just up and in. And a little higher of an arc, and it seems to go in pretty cool. Like it's pretty well. If I'm a little further, like 12 or 13 feet, then I'll actually do the full jump shot with it. But I think that's where the trouble is, because in my brain I couldn't function properly like I used to. So I don't know. I tried dribbling, I was okay. My stops are still fine, but my layups, homie, yo, you should have seen me. I was breaking layups. It was horrible. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I was winded after 20 minutes. Winded. But then, second wind comes in.
I understand winded. That was last week. Winded. Playing well, but winded, man. Like
second wind comes in though, you're like, okay. But like, wow, only 20 minutes? It took me 20 minutes to get winded. It used to take me an hour before I get winded. And then, the second wind will kick in. But you kind of gauge your performance on that. So for the time being, I can shoot. I can't do layups. I even tried to do the little baby hooks. Just a little. Nope, can't do it either. It's not functioning. It's just, it is what it is. I felt a little down. I kept going, and here's the gas to the fire, Sean. There are a few little kids that were there, just having fun, whatever. They go, "Hey, mister, make more shots."
Wow. Yeah. That'll do it.
That hurt a little bit. Even though I had headphones on, I was internally crying.
Of course, man. You felt that like in your cells.
That hurt. I used to play college. What's going on? One final bit to you though. After the 40 minutes that I played, I managed to touch rim.
Hey.
I was like, whoa, what is going on? Now, granted, before I can actually grab it, but still, that is a.
Hey, man.
Hey,
you're back on the path.
Sorta. Let's not get too ahead of us until I heard a leg. Yo, I had wraps and everything on my legs. I was an old Casey there today. But yeah, so that is your word for the day, people. If you get back down, man. Get back
right.
Up.
Never wash. Just wash.
If you're a little salty, it's okay too. It will pass. Okay.
Yeah, that was all pride last week.
Oh, it is okay. From us though, make sure stay safe, wear a mask, please.
That's it.
If you're in New Jersey, we can dine outside. Don't abuse the power because they might take it back out again. Okay, we're getting there slowly and steadily. Let everybody see that we're doing great. Then everybody else might have a chance to get the same capacity too. But other than that, though, from us, you can check out all the episodes in Chef Salty Pork on YouTube. You can tweet Sean at MetroCardX on Twitter. And any questions, anything at all, we would love to get you your feedback. Anything, please email us at AskChefSalty@gmail.com. But for us and everybody else,
Peace out, internet.